Today we're going to take straight from the box a brand new Belle Tress style called Tropical Punch. I have it in 2 colors coming up. The wig style that I'm wearing was sent to me by Wig Studio One for this review, and I purchased a second one with my own funds. You can find them at Wig Studio One. If you drop below the video and expand the description box, you will find a product link. If you click on that link, it'll take you out to the site where you can see the style and all of the beautiful colors available. Belle Tress is an automatic 30% off at checkout at Wig Studio One. We invite you to shop at Wig Studio One. If you have any questions for us, please reach out to support@wigstudio1.com. Don't forget to visit us on our other social media, a private Facebook group called the Wig Studio One Wig and Topper Support Group, an Instagram page, and a lot of variety on the YouTube channel by Wig Studio One. Another very long layered beach wave style coming from Belle Tress in that cafe collection, Tropical Punch. I'm wearing it here in the color Butterbeer Blonde. We're going to do an unboxing of the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. You get to get a look at it right out of the box. Just like you got this at your doorstep and you're taking it out of the box and applying it for the very first time. A lot of hair here. This is a very long style. Again, about 22 inches is the total length on this style. Long styles by Belle Tress just make me feel beautiful. And that is the intention, I'm sure. So this is the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream that gives you a nice look at this wave. So it's kind of a softer beach wave compared to some of the more choppy textures that we've seen on similar length styles by Belle Tress. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the tag, but we're going to take a look at the inside of this cap. This again features one of the newer lace front monofilament combinations called the Half Moon Lace. So that lace stretches ear to ear, or ear tab to ear tab, I should say, and also features a center monofilament part. Everything looks good here. This is a typical Belle Tress cap that you will see. So here is your temple to temple extended lace front. So that lace front moves about halfway back through the ear tab. This prevents any kind of visible seams there. So a nice looking natural hairline. And then a monofilament part in the center. Now I want you to see how wide this part is. So the mouth of the part is probably 3 to 4 inches in width. That's going to give you a ton of options for parting. You have a closed velvet ear tab, an extended velvet nape with the strap, the pull strap type adjusters. Now Belle Tress typically fits me a little bit large. I have to make a maximum adjustment to get a secure fit with a Belle Tress. And yes, that does leave some gaps and gathers in the cap. I've kind of gotten used to it because this really has been my favorite brand for a couple of years. Really enjoy the style so much that I've just adapted to how they feel, as long as they're secure. So this is the Brown Sugar Sweet Cream. What a beautiful color. Just a combination of some light, medium, and dark browns, with some beautiful blondes in here too, more of like a baby gold, and then more of an ash, a light ash blonde. So there's a lot going on here. I call this more of a neutral color, because sometimes depending on the mixture of highlights, it can lead a little bit warm, other times a little bit cool. And then don't forget that there's a darker root that blends seamlessly. A beautiful blending of this color. So what I'm wearing is the Butterbeer Blonde. And this again is another beautiful neutral color in my opinion. So it's more of a dark sandy blonde with some platinum highlights. Depending on the ratio of platinum, will give you an idea of how it's going to appear, whether it's going to be more ashen tone or more neutral. So with the Butterbeer Blonde, I took it out of the box, and she's just been hanging around back here for a few days while I wait for this piece to come in so I can do this review. And so in the meantime, I shook it out. I sprayed it down a little bit with water, and then I set it with some clips right here and just allowed it to sit for a couple of days. Now what that did for me, it would give me a little bit of contour. All right there at the front where I like it. Now we're gonna see how this one looks, because when this one came right out of the box, it was rather flat on top. So you will notice that it's very flat on top and smooth until you get about halfway down, and then it blossoms into this soft wave. It almost has a windswept, messy look to it, that undone look. Somebody said to me one time, Taz, why do your wigs always look a mess? Well, I know they were meaning this in a derogatory way, but it's that look. It's that messy Belle Tress curl. It's not polished. It's not sophisticated. It's very carefree and natural and casual looking. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put on the brown sugar sweet cream so we can see what it looks like right from the box. Okay, it fits very average. I had to make an adjustment, as I explained before. So here you go. Now this is a lot of hair, but it's not a super thick density. It's just very, very long at about 22 inches overall. So that front piece is about 15 where your first layer hits, and then it jumps down to 22. So yet a very, very long style. And like I said, it's long and it's flat and it's straight and it's low profile until you get about halfway down, and then it blossoms into the curl pattern. Now this is a heat-friendly style by Belle Tress in their Cafe collection. So you could actually take heat to this if you wanted to add or smooth out some of this curl. But this is exactly what it looks like. Now, this has just maybe a little bit of contour. It's still in a weave pattern here. I will have to coax it out of that weave pattern and sort of just give some support and encouragement to this little bit of lift right there at the front. I think that is a flattering look. And again, if the heat from my hand was not successful, I could certainly use heat from an appliance, because what's happening here is that the sides are pretty heavy. This is really long, so it just kind of pulls down. It pulls everything down. So I would definitely want to bring out as much of the texture and volume as I possibly can. It's really pretty, isn't it? It does have a celebrity influence look to it. And no matter what your reason for wearing wigs, there's no wrong reason to wear wigs. And in fact, this one would be a great investment for you if you just wanted that special piece for weekends, special occasions, dress ups, lunch with girlfriends. It would just be so special and so fun, wouldn't it? Let's get up close on this lace front. I do want to show you, because this monofilament runs back into the ear tab in both directions. There's no visible seams. And then, like I say, there's that monofilament part there, but you have a ton of parting space to work with. So you could part it a little left of center, a little right of center. You don't have to go straight down the middle. There's a lot you can do. So wow, more and more beautiful looks coming from Belle Tress. So if you love a lot of the other Belle Tress long styles, this is definitely one you're gonna want in your collection. So next, I'm just gonna do a side-by-side of both colors. Sometimes you can see some variance between the two, and it's always good to see more than one. And then we're going to do some styling. There's definitely very limited permatease on this style. I'm not sensing any soft, pillowy permatease anywhere on this style, just enough to cover wefting. And